We make pretty decent money. Mm-hmm. So I don't know why it always feels like we're kind of sneaking around it.
I don't know. We're not rich, definitely.
No one would think that.
I know. But I think we're kind of affluent adjacent.
We don't live in wealthy areas, obviously. They have guard towers to keep people like us out. But we do live near them.
Mm-hmm. Close enough to enjoy the sidewalks.
Oh, the sidewalks. Yeah. Wealthy neighborhood sidewalks. Those sidewalks have self-esteem. Mm-hmm. They're not these cracked up things that are going to knock your fronts out when you're trying to skateboard.
The trees have health insurance. They're like, ooh, give me a little, spruce me up.
Right? They're going in just to get a dusting, mama. Where's my arborist, mama?
Every time we drive through a wealthy area, complaining is our love language. Why don't we live here?
Why don't you invent something? Why did your people who literally came here on the Mayflower?
They're probably hiding in the wine barrels like, don't tell anybody.
They must have been, because back then they were just putting straws in the ground going like oil, railroad man coming. It's like you couldn't get on any of that. I like to think that they were like, I don't think any of these are good ideas.
Yeah, they were waiting for the right thing to come along.
Ideas. Yeah.
Pass.
I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think people are going to like trains.
No.
I like to walk.
Mm-hmm. Why don't we stay at the fancy hotel?
You know, you're the one who makes it where we don't stay at the fancy hotels. Our play is we stay near the fancy hotels.
True.
We use their bathrooms.
Every time I go to book, I go, it's just a bed.
Just 2 blocks down, nice little remodeled motel. Mm-hmm. We get to use their bathrooms. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, walk in
hotels.
like 2 towels, please.
100%. Actually, 2 each. I want to wrap around the waist. I want to get around the love handles. Yeah, I want to make sure I can walk around. From here up looks good. I want to get the love handles hidden away. And these are vertical stripes because at the fancy ones, they give you stripes and stuff. Mm-hmm. You're not just getting a beige towel.
Yeah, not everybody's just going in bleach water.
Confidence is our currency.
And we are overdrafting.
100%. Our life is a sitcom.
We're just filming in locations we can't afford.
And we don't got no permit. We're doing everything guerrilla style.
Run.
So enjoy the show. You're listening to The Monks. You're here with the Monks. I'm Josh.
I'm Heather.
And thank you very much for being here. We're like the borrowers. Right? Yes. It's like, oh, you're paying for the house. We're living in the walls, Daddy. Oh, I grabbed a crouton. That's going to feed my whole family, babe.
Oh, we are very clever for suckling at the teat of the elite.
We don't live in like a wealthy area. But we do orbit around it. We get all the restaurants. And here's the thing, because we're not buying in an area that we can't afford to buy in, it's twofold. One, part of it is like you and I cannot accept what we don't want.
Yeah,
we have a really hard time going like, this would be a smart financial play. I don't like it.
It took us a long time to find our house in San Diego because we were... Quite honestly, at the lower end of every...
Oh, God.
Like, you really, at the start of home prices, that's where we were.
We were punching up at the bottom. Yeah. Like, they're like, no, I think you're supposed to live in a KOA campground or something. And I was like, no.
We had searched, and we were like, this one has character, and we know we can pull it out of it.
Yeah.
Let's go for it. I'm too tired to do that again.
I don't want to do that again.
Oh, I'm exhausted.
And honestly, there's a little bit of a step down as far as overall area. Like, it was a good area.
Yeah.
But, like, where we rent, I'm like, oh, baby... We got succulents in every one of the middle thingies. We have bought houses twice, and both times I have felt like, I don't like it.
Both times we had to buy in an area where we were like, I don't care for this area as much.
That's a lot of people, man. Like, and I totally get it, but you and I are dinkwads. It's you, me, and a dog named Joseph, and he don't care. We don't have to worry about kids' schools.
No.
But I tell you what, if we had kids, I would twice as hard do it. I'd be like, I want them schools. You know, I want those public schools that these rich people aren't even bothering to use half the time.
Exactly.
I want to be next to a monastery school. I see these monastery schools where I'm just like driving through the forest and all of a sudden there's like 30 kids learning. And I go, I'll be honest, I don't even know that this is better. I'm seeing kids catch monarch butterflies. I don't know what they're going to do when they get out here with the rest of us and they're our bosses.
Oh, every time we drive through, I go, what if I just showed up as a student?
No.
I want this experience.
Oh, God. They go, what? I go, sorry. No, that's bad. Like
just have a bunch of books stacked up, but it has a belt wrapped around it.
I feel like they made a lot of movies like that in the 80s where just somebody's like, I'm old, but I want to be in school again. I'm like, easy, dude.
But I want to be in this forest elementary
school. We're going to just take you to we're just going to take you to the forest. You don't need to go to this school. They're not the only ones. Just because they have a rope bridge doesn't mean it's the only rope bridge in existence. We got to find you an adult rope bridge. I can't have you out here getting put on a list or something where I'm like, no, it was completely benign. She just wanted to play.
I just want to play.
Yeah. Those are the kind of things you see. I'm like, where I'm from, I'm like, we didn't have stuff like that. The first time you legitimately saw my high school, when I drove you through my town where I went to school, you said, is that a jail?
Yes.
You weren't joking. I didn't go, hey, that's my school, and you're trying to make a funny. You were like, oh, is that a jail? And I was like, oh, no, that's where we all learn.
I do think a lot of schools nowadays look like prisons.
They kind of do.
Even like my schools, they look like schools, but they're all wrapped up in chain link fence everywhere.
Yep.
Here, they still look like schools. Oh, they're so beautiful, and I am jealous.
It's a nicer environment to actually learn something.
Yeah,
and that's part of like kind of suckling off these richer areas, getting as close as you can. You want to suckle at the Teat of the elite because they have better visuals. A thing that we sometimes say is that our life is a sitcom. It's kind of a runner on this show. And it's just because stuff constantly happens that is odd, that gets heightened, but it's very low stakes.
Yeah. That's been a runner in our lives.
100%.
Our whole life.
With that in mind, we really are just kind of like background actors in wealthy people's lives. Yes. You know what I mean? We're just there for like, you need us. You need to like have us in passing go like, oh, what do you think this guy does? Probably some kind of tech billionaire, some probably haunted people.
It's just them standing, blocking the sideway, having a conversation, and me just going like, huh? How do I get around them?
It is
or
crazy
them
how much
having
they do not.
Like a lovely conversation, drinking like tea, and me in the background going, "Where's my chapstick?
Yeah.
Where's my chapstick?"
Yeah. And that's the thing about true like wealth and opulence too, because I'm always trying to get some inside trade. We've talked about that. I'm always trying to be like, they're so past it. They don't ever talk about anything. Yeah. They're just always talking about trips and stuff.
They're always talking about their recent vacation.
Oh my
They're
God.
Just always got back from vacation.
Now, I will say that is one of the downsides to our little suckle at the Teat of the elite. Like our little get close to affluent is heartbreaking. It's like living next door to your crush. She's not interested. He's not interested.
Yes.
Your folks are friends. They're like, oh, you two are going to be around each other a lot. It's like, I cannot make it clearer how much of a benign relationship this will be.
But when we bump into each other when we're 30, we're going to be on equal footing. That we have grown into some beautiful adult.
You took off your glasses.
Yeah, absolutely. Took those glasses, got contacts, boop, boop.
Okay.
And now we're in love.
Okay, well, that's good. Well, with the affluent neighborhoods, that'll never happen.
Oh.
Yeah, that will never happen. I have constant fantasies where like somebody staggers out and they go, I didn't have any heirs. You seem nice.
I'm always looking for my new grandpa.
Oh my gosh.
My new grandma.
Can you believe there's not one person that I go, would you like a mentee?
I know. Kate Winslet comes on vacation, on holiday to LA, meets a man within seconds to be her new grandpa.
These are the things. And you know what's funny? I often think this where I go, oh, you know what it is? In movies and television, the person has to be open to other people in situations. And if somebody came out and said, excuse me, I'd be like, oh boy. Oh boy.
Did they make up? Did they see me?
Would I help them? Yes. But would I probably be out of there ASAP? I'd be like, you're good. You're good. It'd be one of those. The amount of times I have put out a hand from about 5 yards away and be like, you good? You're okay then? All right, I'll see you. Good to meet you. And then run away. Maybe I could have Kate Winslet. She walked away with a new guy, a new life. You know, she's everywhere.
Yep.
That's what puts those kind of thoughts in your head. You just got to be close enough.
When does that delusion break? As soon as you beep the car?
Yeah.
You go, oh, okay.
Well, sometimes, because it's not, here's the thing, it's funny. Neither of us are car people. It's not that we actually want the cars. But if you have a brain in your head, you walk out to your car and you're like sandwiched between like two $400,000 cars.
Yeah.
And first off, the fact that I have to do a button anymore, they go, oh, what is that? They don't do that. They're just touching handles and stuff. They're just like doing
Second
whatever.
of all, we have several dents and dings and
so many. I got a hole in the front thingy. I got a crack in the windshield that your dad was like, that's going to explode in your face. That's That's going to possibly cost you everything.
I filled it.
Yeah, that's
with
how we
glass
are.
Philly stuff.
Which means even living this way, wearing camouflage, trying to sneak into places you really shouldn't be, you still spend so much money that you go, I'll resin that myself. I got my own resin. I
got future resin in case it happens again.
I can't have the people come out and do the thing. I got a resin.
For a tiny crack.
No, let it get bigger.
It'll be fine.
I need that thing to ride. You know how many cars I drove growing up that had cracks rode across the thing? I go, that was fine. Nothing ever exploded in my face. It was fine. It's this weird feeling of never enough, but also simultaneously like, oh, I've kind of made it.
Yeah.
Where I'm from, dude, just having a car that starts when I want it to is a big deal. That was a real insecurity for my family.
Yeah.
Was like, just like getting out. The amount of times I have seen adults in my life just like, come on. You know, like, come on, please, just start, please.
Yeah. We've had that in our own lives.
Yeah.
We've had more than one car we had to crawl through the window to get into.
That's true. When we first started dating, I was like, hey, just real quick, you got to jump through the window, Dukes of Hazzard style. You can't just go in there.
Yeah.
Also, same car, when I had a friend in the front seat and you sat in the back, because you said you would. Because you said you would. You said, I'll hop in the back. I didn't put you in the back.
Okay. But there is a caveat to that, but go along.
What's the caveat?
I would assume the seat was bolted down.
Yeah, I forgot that it wasn't until I hit brakes real hard. And all of a sudden, that's a dangerous game, though, to be because you
I was cooked in.
You're like on your head. And I go, yeah, I don't think that. See, and in that kind of car, I go, you can't even do this game plan. I'm well aware of that. They go, I am actually clocking this. Like that, the cars that we had back in the day, I go, yeah, I think there would have been some more eyes on you. Now it's a boring car, but it's fine. You know, we probably look like somebody's au pair.
Yeah.
Coming to get the kids. I go, my kids would never be in a car like that. But yes, I get that you feel fancy because you know the word au pair. That's my come up. I go, I wouldn't call it a babysitter. I'd call it a live-in au pair.
Yeah.
We're like character actors when we go in these places. At least I am. I feel like you are too. It's like we're dressing different when we go to certain areas, right? It's like I'm not going
I wouldn't
there.
wear my pajamas if that's what you're
Right,
asking.
but you would some places. I feel like there's always been places where we're like, all right, we're going to really turn it on a little bit. And it's like before you know it, you really like you're living the fantasy.
Yeah, I hold my purse like this on my elbow crease.
I'm getting I can't even faux do it. That's one thing I can't do is like whenever I see fancy people eat.
Yeah, European style.
Oh my God.
Oh, I try to switch up how I eat. I cut my food European style when we're in fancier areas.
Yeah.
I can't do it all the time because it's not my natural how I want to do it. I want to do it.
Exactly. Now I just picture myself everywhere we go. There's a lot of times I picture myself, I go, oh, I'm just like Leonardo DiCaprio's character in Titanic. Like, I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to have the self-confidence to cut it how I'm used to cutting it. And you're just going to have to believe that I'm somebody who made good.
I feel like that's more of a Molly, that Mighty Molly, or who was the Molly that she was the new money person?
Oh, yeah, Kathy Bates.
Kathy Bates played.
Yeah.
She was a real person.
Absolutely.
I feel like we're more like her.
Well, except for any of the money.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course.
But like with attitude.
I do think we would be a little bit more ourselves if we had money.
Oh my God.
Then
that's
like
what I tell
on.
myself if I feel like I need, like sometimes you'll feel that insecurity where you're like, you start to want to put on. And the thing that levels me out is I go, but if you did actually deserve to be here, you'd probably just be yourself, right? Because you'd have made it all the way where it's like, don't care.
Yeah.
There's nothing. My greatest fantasy is like, man, let me come into some money where I'm in a place that I know they don't want me. I think it would be funny.
Oh.
I think it'd be funny where I go, hey, where are you guys parking jet skis? Like, I don't want to, look, I know it's a fancy area. So if it's like side of house, front of house, back of house, you just like let me know what the story is with the jet skis. But they're going to be coming pretty hot and heavy. We're going to be hopping in these, and they
a whole lot of them.
It's a no wake lake that we're on. I go, I don't know what that means. I thought the whole point was we made the money so we can have fun spending it. So I guess send an HOA letter or whatever.
Find me.
Find me, baby. For some reason, I don't even think these people stay in one home for long. Was it you who told me the story where the person had so many homes and their assistant said that they just had the same type of dog at every house?
Yes, I saw that.
That's lunacy.
Yes. They were so wealthy. They liked golden retrievers, so they just had a golden retriever at each
Same
name.
That's crazy. See, that's the thing too. Where I came up, some people were just so nuts And I was like, these people are nuts. I am not going to act like because you have means that's not psychotic.
Right.
I go, that's crazy, dude. You not making connections with your animals the way we're all making. I wouldn't just leave my dog. Like, that's how our dog looks. That's how Joseph looks and acts. I wouldn't just leave him here and be like, that is Bay Area Joseph.
Yeah.
A very similar Joseph is down south at our other house. Oh, we got France Joseph. You know, it's like, that's crazy to me.
Oh, I bet there's a better Joseph
They're definitely, I feel like these guys would just call the person and go, hey, you need to ether rag Joseph.
Bay Area Joseph.
Bay Area Joseph could be ether ragged. It's a dud. It's a complete dud. And they go, what? And they go, just like bury him on grounds, give him a headstone.
He's not a dud.
He's a dud.
Sometimes
he's not a dud to me, but to this guy, he'd be like, this guy's a maniac. I can't have this around me.
He's a maniac. Yeah.
Yeah. He knocked over a Fabergé egg that I had. I'm sitting over here like shards of Fabergé everywhere. This guy's running around and like just ether rag him.
Yeah.
You imagine that? Like you just get off the phone, you're like with your daughter. You go, oh, I got to run back to the estate. Why? Can I come? No, I got to put down another dog with an ether rag. So I guess I shouldn't have told you. That is truly what I think. I think it'd be funny to mess with them. I think there's a lot of layers of rich that you can just play around with and it's all good. I do think there are some of those people though that I go, no, for real, like you need to leave it. Mm-hmm. And I don't know that you'll know until it's too late.
Yeah.
Until you are on some boat headed to an island, realizing everybody's in the same track shoes. Mm-hmm. Everybody, you see somebody finally pop the hoodie up on their jacket, everybody matches, and you realize it has a bullseye on it or something right at like the brainstem. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Mm-hmm. They go, these were done by Banksy. You're going to love it when we get over there.
They're worth so much because he's passed away.
Yeah, they're worth a lot. So please. We are regulars to these areas, right? Mm-hmm. Like you go to some of these places, I go, we're there so often, they probably think we are with these people. And again, unless they watch us walk to our car and they go, wait a minute, that's
Hold
weird.
on. And the fact that we engaged with them, tipped them.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that show like we're not the same.
Human respect.
Yes, that is a big one.
Human
I do
respect.
think that is our thread count of our clothing. It's weird, but when you're in a really wealthy area, their crazy. Clothes are very different.
Soft to the eye.
Yeah.
Do you know how weird that is to be able to tell a leather is supple visually compared to what you have on?
Yeah.
My scratchy clothes. I don't think a rich person even knows what eczema is.
I doubt it.
You know, they go, eczema, what is that? Platinum doesn't give you that.
They never have a detergent allergy.
They just got none of that soft water, hard water. They go, it's just perfect water. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know.
I
do wonder, and I should ask somebody who works for them, not them, but how do they launder their clothes? Or do they just wear them once?
Well, they're not doing it.
Right, I know.
Right?
Yeah.
But you're saying like, is it just one-offs?
I don't know.
I think they probably do launder. I mean, not them. My gosh, can you imagine? I just think it's one of those things. I think there's so much just set it and forget it for them that they're just like, I expect that just to be back. It's almost like magic. Mm-hmm. Like I expect to open it, it's there.
Yeah.
You know?
Kind of like how your closet works.
Oh, please. Oh, please. I'm so appreciative of the fact that you do laundry while you're home.
You and I treat wealthy neighborhoods like theme parks.
Oh, yeah.
Just kind of wandering around, just oohing and ahhing at all the sights.
Yeah. It's everybody gets like, what's your reality is kind of the theme of the world right now. It's like, choose your own reality. Mm-hmm. And on the weekends, we're like, what are you doing? What are you doing today?
Oh, I'm wealthing.
I'm wealthing hard.
Oh, wealth.
Yeah. I'm gonna walk around. Because guess what? When you have a $15 coffee in your hand and you're bopping around, and you're taking in the sights, in that moment, we're on equal footing right now, right? Your Cobb salad is no better than my Cobb salad. Mm-hmm. It's the fact that you're talking about skiing and the fact that you're talking about countries that I've never been to before. Mm-hmm. That is a separator.
And you did just walk down from your house to here.
That's true as well. We drove over, but we had to park so far away.
Yeah.
That it felt like we walked from our own house.
They probably walked from the house that we picked as our house.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. That's already ours. We called it.
It is like when you're a kid and you're like, that's my car. Oh, that's my car. You don't grow out of that. Mm-mm. It just gets bigger.
Yeah.
You're always like, which mansion would you take? And the answer is any. I have a hard time sometimes.
Not me. I'm picky. I
really?
I'd be like,
Even in a fantasy, I get so realistic. I'm like, what do I think maybe would have like a tax lien on it?
You really
something?
do. I just, ugh.
Yeah, I have to immediately go like, is there any feasible way I could actually make this happen? Because really my number one goal is always like, if I'm buying something, poorest person, nicest area.
Yeah.
I want to get places that they go, what?
Yeah.
Like where I'm like, hey, they said that the pool was good for everybody. I want some of that action. Like where people really, I do want a record skip.
Where I'm like stunned at the neighborhood meeting that all the house managers showed up and I go, oh, yeah. I
mean,
you're probably pretty good contacts for me too.
Actually, that's really
you're probably
true.
like really got it going on, knowing the haps and whatnot.
Absolutely. And even they're like a tier above us financially. I go, I couldn't do dinner there all the time. We did have to bring that down a bit. Okay.
We're kind of a fast casual Monday through Friday home.
Monday through Friday. I mean? And honestly, again, I think that's amazing. Yeah. I go, where I'm from, the fact that I order dinner a lot, I'm like, ooh la la.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not ordering from, one time we went to Harris Steakhouse in San Francisco. It's a very nice steakhouse. And the fact that like chauffeur driven things were just showing up to pick up to-go food. I said, do you know how rich you got to be be ordering to-go? To let a ribeye just get cold.
Yes.
And to have your driver come and get it. It wasn't Uber Eats. It was their driver like, oh, that's part of the deal.
When we went to that pick your own price you pay sushi place, and there was a dad and two kids, I was like, what?
Yes.
But you're just picking, and the lowest price is $150, I think. Yeah. Right?
Yeah. And they didn't say like, oh, it's $150. That's it. That's all the sashimi you get. Like, that's all the sashimi you get. No, they were like, whatever you want, go crazy.
Sashimi?
They don't even say things like go crazy. That's still like people where we're from. Hey, go crazy. Like that's because we go, let it rip.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
That's what we said when we had those In-N-Out gift cards.
Let it rip.
We go, do what you want.
Do what you want. I love a
Let's
gift
rock
card?
and roll, baby.
Oh, man. I know when I'm letting it rip. I go, we'll do a starter. Yeah. This is just their life. We are at a place now that we can go. If we're going to a restaurant, we could both afford a meal there. Yeah, we're past the young days where it's like, we do need to split this financially. Now it's like calorically, it would make more sense. I still feel a little weird in fancy places that they're going to judge me. People who can do will walk in and go, hey, we're all going to split one Cobb salad. Okay. And then I'll just do this much Merlot.
Yeah. I always feel like they know I'm poor because I don't want to drink.
Yes.
I just want water.
I think they know we're poor for several reasons. I really do. And I hope that
we shouldn't say poor because we're not poor. But like,
in comparison, it just feels that way. So again, it's weird being close to these things, but they got really good stuff around them.
As we kept saying last episode when we were showing our friends around.
Yeah.
Everything's a feast for the eyes.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel. I feel it like extra in wealthy neighborhoods where I'm like, oh, it's so beautiful.
Don't stop making it nice. And I don't mean that like, oh, we don't know what we're doing. It's like, no, we're all working. We only have so much means. We only have so much time. They're not doing any of their yard stuff. It's all being done. And it's top flight landscapers that are doing this stuff.
I think I got spoiled and kind of built this like appreciation and love for that kind of look from working at Disney. When people, they will touch up paint every day. They're out there doing stuff every day. And and it's like, now I'm like, well, I should be in an environment that it's like pleasing to my eye every day.
It's also kind of nuts to think of a private home that's a thing. Like a staff gets up and just find stuff they have to do.
Do you think you would ever want to be rich enough to have a staff at your house?
I would love to be rich enough to. I do not think I would ever actually have one.
I don't think I would like it.
I have a hard time when somebody comes out just for a half a day to do something around a house we live in. Because again, I've done that. I'm like in my, overthinking Olympics where I'm just like, oh God, like I'm trying to take too much. Like, first off, I think what you're doing is great. Like, I think you're probably doing better than me. You may,
Do you want me to help hold that? You want me to hold that for you? You want me to hold that light for you?
It's like, I want to be nice and offer you too much stuff. And then it's like, well, wait a minute. Am I being like, I'm like pandering almost. It feels like now I'm going too far and it's insulting you in this way. So no, I don't think I could ever have like a staff.
I've kind of got used to it because I've been working from home and I'm always the one home when stuff's going on.
That's true.
So I have like kind of built a callus, but very thin. I'm still over here here, like checking to see if they're taking a break, if I should bring them some water. You know?
As I've made a little bit more money throughout my life, I go, it gets a little easier. Just having a little bit of like, oh, that broke, but it didn't completely throw off your whole financial deal.
What if you got a ticket, or what if your car was towed?
Yeah.
If you have money, that's not a worry or stress for you anymore.
Exactly. We're pretty clever, and I think a lot of people are clever like this. And if you aren't doing it, do it. Where you vacation just a block or two away. You know, you find some nice, you know, there's so many revamped motels now that are like block or 2 blocks away from like the premier 5-star resort.
Yep.
We are very good about that.
We love going into like fancy hotel lobbies, walking around, looking at everything. We are so nosy.
Yeah, but it also, like, we do truly like architecture, design. We are genuinely interested.
Yeah.
We've been like this our whole lives. We've gotten pretty darn good at it.
Yeah.
You know, we're like, I don't want to say we're low stakes con people because we're not conning anyone, but we have at least got the confidence side of that equation down, because when you first start doing these kind of things, you come in with too much. I think because we have been around the edges of people who do truly have, is I go, they don't ever panic. I prime example, I saw a scene like when I was leaving work on the Embarcadero. And it was a family that reminded me very much of my family.
Okay.
Except for they were obviously doing a little better than my family was when I was a kid, because they were visiting San Francisco. But the dad was wrestling around with the son, and he accidentally knocked him off the waiting for the cable car thing. Not in a bad way, but just he kind of did this aw shucks, like, oops, you know, looked around to see if he, the adult man, may get in trouble. And I thought,
for playing around,
for accidentally putting him on the track for a second. Nothing happened. I mean, there's not even a thing around. But his demeanor change as the one of the 2 adults of the family. I said, oh, this is what I remember. When you don't come from money, you always kind of have the feeling of like, that somebody's going to come and go, hey, you're not supposed to be here. You're not allowed to be here.
Or they'll charge you for that, or you'll get in trouble for that.
Yes, you're going to get ramifications for stuff. People who are comfortable, they wouldn't have thought a thing about it. They just move with this lightness to them.
Because no one's in charge of them.
Yep.
All the rest of us, every single person that has a regular job, we all have somebody in charge of us.
Yeah.
So we're all like, ooh, am I in trouble for that?
That's our method acting when we go in these hotels. I go, get light.
Get light, but get tall.
Get light, get tall.
Stretch that neck.
Take up space.
Yes, that is hard.
Take up space. If you try to sneak, that's a giveaway.
Yep.
If you were doing a VR headset of like a tall, straight white man in America, if you're like, what's that like? It's basically you can walk into any room as long as you don't ever ask if you could.
Yeah.
I think I could fly a plane if I sat down with enough confidence. I won't do it. But I do think they'd be like, oh, what's happening? This guy's on the sticks. I thought he was one of us.
Yep.
Oh, because somebody gave him a hat. What's happening? I got wings on, aviators. They didn't give me a hat. We've been doing these types of things since we first met, like when we were like 19, 20 years old. Because remember, we used to go to the really fancy apartments because they would give you cookies.
Yep.
And we would just tour an apartment to eat a bunch of free cookies. Stuff like that.
Our life is a sitcom. I mean, we're just background actors in someone else's honeymoon at a hotel.
Right. And you need to have that little, like, we're your little B story.
Yeah.
Couple of little, street rats. You got to really be method with it because we are having a good time. So it's like, if we see that we're being a little background for somebody, first off, we're going to be like, hey, congratulations. Let us buy you some cocktails, right? We'd buy a round for you.
Yeah.
That's another way you ingratiate. Ingratiate.
Yep.
You got to start to become part of the community. Again, don't get small. Get involved.
Yep.
Remember the first time you saw somebody pop something open in a grocery store while shopping? Man, I was like, what? I don't think we're supposed to do that.
That's not allowed.
Yeah.
Those are the rules. You can't do that.
I mean, you go to like that because we're suckling at the Teat of the elite, so we're at the good grocery stores.
Yeah, they have fire pits that were hanging out at the grocery store here.
I have seen people in these grocery stores hand their kids things and go. You can go out by the fire pit. They're leaving the building. They're just gonna pay for it. And here's the craziest thing, right? That could change somebody who's regular's whole life. Right? That could be like, oh, this is really turning into a bad thing.
Yeah.
These guys will just go like, oh, I forgot. Yeah. They'll come out and go, oh, you had the sashimi. I forgot. Oh, That's okay. I've seen that. That's okay. Oh, you had a dulce de leche. That's okay. You're like, it's like, what? They're screaming. They're like,
They're screaming they stole it.
They scream that they stole it. Is that okay? Okay. Like, and those people are like, I can't. I'm a teenager. I'm not going to engage. Even the grown-ups are like, I'm not engaging over a dulce de leche slice. It is what it is. That kid got what he didn't deserve. He already has the world by a string. Now he gets a dulce de leche. That's fine. A dulce de leche he got. A segment we'll do on here sometimes is We Have Notes, which is a spiritual sister to our love language is complaining, really. Because it's like, I see something here. But the restaurant strategy of getting around the affluence, that's where it kind of backfires.
Yeah.
It really can, because I just feel like our palates not vibing a lot
refined.
of the time.
Not refined.
I sometimes think that we've eaten things at places that cost more than I had spent on car payments in the past that I go, like I've gotten stuff.
I can't swallow
yes.
it.
Like, boy,
I've got to gag it up because I can't get it down.
It's like we would watch those cooking shows, and I vaguely understood when they would say things like mouthfeel. Oh, the mouthfeel on this isn't that great.
I know it now.
And then they'll hand you stuff that I go, how did this not get a note about mouthfeel? Yeah. You know what I mean? They go, oh, it kind of feels like spider eggs bursting in your mouth, and then it's rancid fish.
I can't say this enough times. At that sushi place, most of it was good.
Yep.
One of the sushis, I was like, it feels like they kind of just dumped the trash can on a leaf, and that's what it was so rancid tasting.
Yeah.
There's just been quite a few of those from these kind of restaurants.
And and I go, it isn't. Yeah. That means they're playing on some kind of palate that is so foreign to me. And I don't even mean like when you try another country's food. That's the weird thing. I go, it's not even that, because we've had foods from all over the world, and I go, no, they're always very good. Like, it may be something that you've never had, but you're not like, this doesn't even make sense to me. You're just like, oh no, different spices, different profile. Yeah. This makes total sense. Yeah. No, I'm talking stuff that you go, what is this, a riddle? Who wants it? And again, you look over and they have kids on iPads trying this crap, and I go, what is this?
Yeah.
That's where it's like, okay, we're flying a little too close to the sun. It's burning my wings up.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to eat this.
Yeah, we had to back off. We had to have a conversation like, okay, I don't think either of us like Michelin star restaurants.
Not often. And
I think we like steakhouses. Yes. We like nice restaurants that are things we understand what the words are.
That's what it is. I think it's what you always said about San Diego, where it's like, very high quality ingredients, but we're not trying to reinvent the wheel all the time. No. That's why I think that food scene really jived with me, was I was like, oh, these are foods I understand. Again, culturally all over the world. Right. It's not that, because that's the one thing.
Even elevated.
Yes. Yeah. Elevated, but like in a way that I go, right, we A to B. Like these people are doing like A to C. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah. We watch rich people like TV.
Oh, yeah.
I really like watching their lives. I think it's interesting. I think the way they interact with each other is different than how I feel like people I know interact with people. So I do like studying them and like watching them.
And when you can't really catch all of it, you start to just like insert your own like script for them. Yeah. Like I'm like, oh, I wonder if these kids are like trying to pick from like their dad's alma mater, and there's that pressure to it where it's like you're a legacy, but you want to blaze your own trail, and maybe you want to do like a nice little, I don't know, like liberal arts school in the Northeast or something. Just get away from it for a second. See who you really are without your name. And you're like they're already planning like, I'm going to go by my middle name.
I think we always make them a lot nicer than they probably are in real life.
100%. See, to me, that's the difference of somebody who gets to it versus somebody who always had it. I had a buddy one time that said it best, where he's like, if somebody's an a-hole and if they have to earn some money, if somebody's an a-hole and they get money, they're going to be the worst version of that they've ever been. If somebody was nice and they get money, they're going to be the best version of that they've ever been. Yeah. I feel like we both see like the 1% for what they are doing. Yeah. Oof. I don't think we're ever around a true 1%er that feels like, I don't know, they're only eating caviar on helipads. Yeah. Right?
They're probably on their yacht
Yeah.
In the middle of the ocean.
I think at best we're probably around the people who own maybe the accounting firms that take care of one of their subsidiary companies' books. Like where they go like, I'm very rich.
Yeah.
But I don't even take care of like all of their stuff. I take care of like Petco.
Yeah.
One of my biggest accounts, I don't know if you guys heard, is Petco. And they go,
no, that's probably the people who are in the neighborhood next to ours, but not the wealthy people.
Not even the wealthy people. Those guys go, I own Petco.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, that means I own a baseball field, Petco Park.
Yeah.
And I go, oh, that is pretty wealthy. But I think, is that person 1%? Probably, right?
Yeah, for sure.
If you're naming the sports complex, you're 1%.
If you have over like $500 million, you're 1%, right? Don't you think?
Probably. So a lot of people are 1%, like about 1%.
Yeah.
It is a crazy distinction to be like, oh, 300 million? Yeah, you're very, very rich.
Google how much it takes to be in the 1%.
My phone knows me. It goes to be in the $1, like the 99-cent store, basically, is what it's trying to like guide me toward. Like to buy things for $1. I'm like, just hold on. To be in the top 1% of earners in the U.S. in 2026, a household generally needs an annual income between $700,000 and over $1 million.
1%?
Okay, what is the 1%? Again, guess who owns the internet? The 1%. They go, no, most people, it's not that far away. You're fine.
Don't think so.
What is the 1%? Because I'm like, we got guys in Dubai and United Arab Emirates. They're not worried about 700,000. They spend that on diapers for their parakeets. They don't care at all. 1% richest individual, typically defined as having a net worth exceeding 1 million to 2.3 million. God, that should tell you how hard it is to actually get to this. That sounds not far, and you'll never get to it. It's 1%. It does, I guess, make sense then that is truly the 1%. It's not a lot compared to all of us, but every city you're in here, you will see a lot of houses that are $5 million or more. And I go, that means you have to earn a pretty healthy income or have a pretty healthy nut. Yeah. What you don't see is a lot of people in the news where it's like, okay, it's it's a list they can print every year. It's quite small.
Yeah.
That list isn't a phone book.
Man, that's nuts.
That's the whole world. Think of it that way. The list fits in a magazine. Now it's probably digital, but a magazine that was like this thick, right? And that's the list of the most wealthy people, the top 100 most wealthy people in the world.
Is that like half an inch?
That's not even that. It's not even that. It's that.
It's like a quarter.
And these are people with such attitudes that they all got a page. So it's 100 pages. Because there's no way somebody's like, oh, back to back. I'll be happy to you can put me down here like Teen Beat. Like, hey guys, just $1 billion for me. I just made my money in railroad. I don't know why it's always railroad for me. This is, if you want to know why we're poor, it's because I go to the 1700s at like, what's a good opportunity? They go, say technology stuff. I'm like, I don't understand it. I probably would have crushed getting off that Mayflower with your family. I'm like, guys, they're going to want that.
Oh, yeah. You'd be a good talker for us.
Yeah, that's true. You guys didn't have a talker probably. Back then, talkers were getting it done. They were like, hey, you guys think we should start early? And they go, what? And they had land grab in Oklahoma. Everybody's going to like tee off at 7. What if we get out there and grab the good stuff, right? If you smell oil, boop, throw a little thing in it. And they go, hey, and this was nobody else's before. And they go, what? Don't bring that up. Geez, that's such a bummer. Dude, don't always do that. Oh my God, this guy. Jeez Louise, it was just a little genocide. We're going to take real good care of everything moving forward. And please don't ever bring it up again.
I would be more interested in a family tree if you told me their personalities. I go, I'd like to know who the good people are.
Yeah.
The bad ones, I got no time for.
Yeah. Well, we've given the bad ones so much ink.
Yeah.
Let's face it, bad guys are fun to watch because they do bad things. And that scratches some weird itch in all our brains. The one thing that a rich person could technically have a feeling of a boss is if they just have general morality. Then you do kind of have a boss. You kind of have like, oh, you may be able to do that. You may want to do that, but maybe it's not good for the majority.
I just don't feel there's that many times I want to make the choice that's the bad one.
No?
I don't. Do you have
I'm
those?
sitting there all the time and they go, we could lob the head off of the fish that's endangered so you can have the sashimi. Or We cannot. And I
would
go,
never do that.
Oh my God, we forgot to pay for the sashimi from the endangered fish. I'm sorry. Oh, we had the sashimi, Timothy. Oh, you hated it. Remember you spat it out? The life's work of that man. What we did to the fish, the endangered fish. Oh, you spat it out. It was hysterical. Oh God. You're so funny. You are so funny. I forgot. I did a bad. Mom did a bad. Mom did a bad. I forgot about the sashimi. It feels good to scream it. I forgot about the sashimi. Oh, it was an endangered fish, Timothy. Oh, Timothy. Are you hungry? I could eat. Right?
I'm starving, actually.
You spat it out. Timothy, you said you are hungry because you spit it out, huh, bud? And again, in that choose your own reality, you have like the delusion window when you're in these places. You stay too long. What I find is that's when you start to get bummed.
Yeah.
Start to want too much, right?
I feel like I found a way to like extend that.
Oh, okay.
I think our neighborhood extends that for me. I think the drive to like the restaurants, the route we take, it extends it. It's beautiful rolling hills. It's really,
and we always
see over
do
the valley.
That. And that's part of it too. Is even if it's not like a service, we're really we seek out what is the best drive.
Yes.
What's the prettiest drive?
Yeah.
We are little weirdos for like just
I think
things being aesthetically.
We are
appealing.
trying to curate our life.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're like, okay, this music puts me in this mood. This drive puts me in this. Our neighborhood, everyone's house is really cute. Oh. Everyone's yard is beautiful. And they're all interesting to look at. It's like just little things that we've extended that to us.
It's also the filmmakers in us.
We have come so far, but kind of not far enough, I guess. Yeah. Not where I go like, and you should be here.
And you know what's funny? That is, and at this point it doesn't matter because social media, if you're being honest, but I would say that is one thing that could be a downfall to suckling at the Teat of the Elite is you are looking and seeing true wealth, opulence, just comfort in a way that very few of us will ever truly know. Yeah. You can really be doing quite well for yourself. Like we do pretty well for ourselves. And definitely if you let it, it will kind of creep in there where you're like, oh man.
Yeah.
This is brutal.
They just don't seem to, like when I look at them, it feels like they don't seem to have a heaviness of existing where they feel like a burden. No. I just am so always like, ooh, I don't want to be bothering someone. Yeah. They just don't have that. They just go like, I'm allowed to be here.
And I think it's because they've always been allowed to be there.
Yeah.
I mean, really, like that sounds like almost a bit, but I'm like, no, I mean, I really think that's what it is. Yeah. I think that like I was not allowed to be there.
Yes. Oh my gosh. We were driving through Berkeley. Yeah. Just gazing at all the homes. Yeah. They were so cute. A lot of Tudor style, and just driving through this area was so pretty. We're talking about buying a house there.
Could we?
Oh my gosh. Could we? Is there a way we could figure out? Is there anything?
I bet we could buy a house here.
And then we just passed this sign that says, you cannot afford it. Yeah. Now it was referring to drunk driving, like tickets and stuff.
But the print on this thing was, you can't afford it. Huge. Drunk driving this big. Yeah. And it couldn't have, I mean, it was right at the tail end of us going timing. Like, no, I think we could probably stretch and it'd be and it was like, nah, that felt like the universe being like, no, you can't, don't do it.
That felt like the ultimate, your life's a sitcom. Yeah. Where we're like, oh yeah.
Right. Like they just pan up on that and go ahead and insert, oh.
The only time I ever saw a house that I was like, oh, this is huge, and I would, if I won the lottery, I would consider this. Yeah. It was in Laguna Beach. It was on, up on the cliff, and it felt like a park. Ugh. It felt like such a big park. And then you could, you probably had one of those things that took you to the beach. I don't even remember.
See, that's what I mean about like opulence. Like where I'm from, if you had a house on water, I would have been like blown away by that because it wasn't a place that had water to begin with. Like there's lakes and stuff, but it wasn't so readily available to everyone. Right. When we first got to California. Like, the first time we were in OC at like Laguna and places like that. And you realize like this is a house on a cliff overlooking the beach.
Yes.
And then it has what looks to be like a roller coaster track that brings you down to a second smaller house on the beach.
Yeah.
This is, I think, also what breaks my delusion is I go, man, that's crazy. So these rich people, they go, used to be a simple fisherman could have that house. And I go, what? They go, simple fishermen would have that beach shack, get out early, get to catching some fish. Of course, the rich came and flushed them out like a rat, built a little fun track, and then this kid spitting out sashimi that this guy would have caught the right way. She goes, sorry, oh my gosh, sorry about your house. Timothy, get on the track, come up to the big house.
Timothy.
Are you hungry?
What a little brat.
Yeah.
God, I don't like Timothy.
How could he not be? It's not even Timothy's fault at that point. I go, somebody needs to check this boy.
Yeah.
You got to check these kids every once in a while. If you're wealthy, I feel like that should be a job. That should be a payroll job. Regular person who just, and I know some people are like, well, that's probably like whoever their, watcher, au pair. And I go, is the au pair given the green light on that? I think there should be one person who might even, I want to see a Southern grandma pop of a lip.
Yeah, I don't think never. No, never.
Never. I go, there is something.
And then you get a little, huh?
Yeah, there is something like a little pop. No, it works.
Takes a village.
It takes. It is crazy, but it really used to be, at least in my neck of the woods. It's like, I mean, I have been yelled at by people. I go, they don't even know who my parents are. They're just tagging in, right? It like when I think about growing up in the 80s and 90s, where I grew up, it was like you're at a wrestling match and you got the main thing happening, but every adult in my community is just up on the apron waiting to get tagged in. They go, I'll jump in here anytime. I'll just come in, and they're like, they're going crazy. They're clotheslining. It's like, hey, get off of that.
Yes.
Huh? Sometimes that was more impactful than your own people because they had the fear of stranger danger. It's also what a weird era. It's like everybody is going to say something to you. You can tell me if a stranger talks to you, stranger danger. But if you're doing dumb stuff, they will say something to you, and then you could then tell me they said
that
something.
in trouble will hold up.
Yes, that in trouble would hold up, but do feel comfortable sharing with me.
Let me know
that you did it, and
so
you're
I can judge to see if that in trouble holds up. Do you have any more thoughts, feelings, or jokes?
Not exactly, but I do have kind of a question for you. When we're in those areas where it really is truly like the affluent people and like the Carmel by the Seas and stuff like that, like how comfortable do you feel?
Uncomfortable, very uncomfortable.
Right?
Yeah, like on the inside.
I think we need to really big up. Like, come on, get back into them, give them tunnels and what have you. You should get all that. You get all the nature to us.
Yeah, almost every single thing in the country should be named Dolly Parton because she's actually the one helping everyone and getting everyone's stuff.
Absolutely. You said that she just saved a ranch,
a farm, I think. Yeah,
that had been around forever. And the people just needed help, and she just got them clear of all the debt. And I'm like, yeah, dude, that's rad. That's what I mean. Like, she's a nice lady. She was nice before the money.
Yeah.
Money just gave her superpowers, right? It's like if you're a brave, nice person and the spider bites you, it's like, okay, great. You're going to be Spider-Man. Like, if you're evil, you're going to be Green Goblin in this scenario. I'm going to stick to Spider-Man on that one. The guy who became Green Goblin, he was already like a cutthroat business guy that didn't care enough about people. Man, that really... Come on, baby.
End on this.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you.
We didn't hit record. We didn't hit record.